had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
The ball carrier.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This time, Jackson will throw it. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
39-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
3.
Now it's Jackson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 32 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Ravens 7, Steelers nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A collegiate star in nearby Maryland. This is Anthony McFarland. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
4-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll run with McFarland. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
On the stop.
An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Looking deep for Gabriel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
On the play brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he will not be able. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Steelers.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devin Bush able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to get him for a loss of about 3. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Justice Hill, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll roll him out right. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Mark Ingram, the ball carrier.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And again, it's Ingram. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly. Intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Chuck Clark brought him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
After after the interception. Here's Jackson. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Baltimore Ravens.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play.
38-yard line.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, and he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Yo, 21, Mike 21, check back 21. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Let's go.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Stepping up, he'll try it, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. An 18-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. All right, I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Number 19.
Juju Smith-Schuster, 76 yards. And the Steelers are able to make it. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you.
From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 22. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Tucker left that one out to the right. It's no good, off the mark. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, McFarland. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
On first down, McFarland. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, McFarland. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, here's McFarland. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
21-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 26, check 26. Check.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Jackson on first down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Hey, middle. Check 55 to right. Switch up. Check. Back.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Tyson Alualu. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, open man, Taylor Gabriel. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to look deep down the field. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Roethlisberger. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland, 91 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And he is into the end zone again, so get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson, flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Johnson on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. McFarland once more. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. This is taken at the 18. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
39-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Rip left. Rip left. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check it out.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Jackson to throw. It'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go, and just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Throwing now is Jackson. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And it all rides on this one play. A trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on fourth down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On first down, they'll start with McFarland. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Up 2nd and 7.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's McFarland. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tossing this out wide to McFarland. Room here to run. The 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage, and that will write a finish to this ball game. The Steelers are AFC champs once again, as we say thanks for watching and good night. And that'll close the books on the conference championship for Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire